Sorry, I'm back actually. Part one was concluded today just because I lost my internet, and let's start again with the streaming and we'll complete the speaking part. So I just started the speaking test for today. I will restart it from question one and let's see how it goes.
This is exam 1 in the video. It will mimic the actual test day with a pause after every question so you can practice speaking. Once you hear the next question, stop. So let's begin. Speaking task 1. Talk about your hometown or city.
So I come from a small town named as Sangamner from Maharashtra state. It is situated between two metropolitan cities and connected via express highway. It is really good place to be in, and the population is really small, and everyone knows everyone. We don't have a public transport there. It is mostly walking distance. Whatever you need, you can get there. It's not really backward. It is really a good place to be in, surrounded by mountains and everything.
Where is it located?
So as I told, it is in India. There is a Midwest state named as Maharashtra. There, my city is located between two metropolitan cities, and it is not really developed, but it is well connected and has everything that you need. Or it's almost walking distance from all marts and stores that one will need to spend a well settled life there. So it's a good place. My family has been.
What is it known for?
It's known for its scenic view because it's surrounded by mountains, and it really has uh, different kind of terrains, and you can go hiking and mountain climbing, and there is river flowing down that mountain, so people have different kind of activities, and it is really a tourist place. It's not heavily known as a tourist place, but uh, it's for an adventurer who is exploring new places can find it really easy to explore.
What do you like most about it?
uh, I would say I am a people's person, and I like the people of my town. They're really friendly. Like whenever there is anything that you need, and it's just a call away, and you can, it doesn't make you feel an outsider if you are traveling just for tourism there. The place is really friendly, and the atmosphere is like that. It's laid back attitude, just because people are mostly involved in business there, so they.
Speaking task 2. Describe a memorable journey you have taken. Where did you go? How did you travel there? What made it memorable for you? Now is the time to take notes and prepare your speech. Now start talking on the topic.
So uh, I recall really I went back in time while writing these notes, and let me present you the place that I went for was Goa. From my hometown, it is around 500 kilometers, and it is mostly known for its clean beaches there. It it attracts a lot of people from like from the world, and there is a lot of diversity you can find there. And it was really a present. It was my first trip, so when we bought a car, uh, me and my family went together to like we wanted to do a road trip to Goa. So I was driving all the way through 500 kilometers. We did a pit stop in two different places, and for lunch and having some breakfast, light breakfast. And once we reached there, it was mesmerizing. The beaches are uh, clean, like it's almost transparent, you can see through water. And there were a lot of activities to do, so we got a villa uh, for ourselves, although because the other establishments, the hotels and resorts are really expensive, so we got a villa in the town itself nearby. And because we were having our own vehicle to drive to the beaches, it was really not an inconvenience. In we saved a lot of money by staying there. My most
Speaking task 3. Discuss the impact of technology on communication.
so technology has changed our life for good, I would say. There was times we used to write letters to each other. When I'm staying away from my home, it was not easy to reach someone if they are at distance. And now it doesn't feel like, if I'm staying here from last 6 months, my family is just a phone call away, and I can see my kids daily on a video chat. So technology has changed drastically. All our work is done by computers nowadays. All manual labor is uh, getting outcasted, as we are relying more on technology and computers and mobile phones. And we don't need to really do manual stuff anymore, or use pen and paper anymore for writing someone or texting
How has
anyone.
technology changed the way people communicate?
In times like, as I was already telling you, communication has like on given you a power where you can quickly call anyone you like in matter of seconds, rather than writing letters in traditional way and sending it to post, via post, and they're receiving it after 2 days and they are replying after 2 days. You will receive the response. So it was a complete journey of 5 days, and now you can just do it in just push of a button. That is really, no one would have thought this in last like 60, 70 years, right? So this is how we have developed ourselves. uh, so yeah, communication is really improved. And as we are moving to 5G, and 6G is coming already, and we are having advancements. Virtually we can be present
What are the
anywhere now.
advantages and disadvantages of these changes?
uh, I would say advantages, as like someone like me staying away from their family can be connected using the services, and quickly connect with them, see them. The disadvantage of what I see is they are losing the privacy. Like now, no one cares of your privacy. If you don't want to take a call, or reply on the message, they can track you. Okay, you are on online, and they can just call you at any moment of the time. They will not care about whether you are sleeping or you are into some critical work. They will just call you anytime, and that's a biggest drawback that I see nowadays. And you are constantly getting connected via phone, so although it gives you an easiness to connect with anyone you like, but on contrary, it is also making your
How
life
do you think
difficult.
technology will continue to shape communication in the future?
I see it is evolving day by day, and now with virtual reality already in progress, right? We have Apple VR headsets. Now you can almost, it is just that you cannot feel the touch, but wearing those goggles, you can say, communicate to someone just like someone is standing in front of you. So we are moving in that direction where virtually you can be anywhere at any point of time. You can talk to anyone, and it would be almost similar to how we talk to each other, like one to one in person. So similar way you will be connected via communication and technology in future. And using all this technology, I don't see it as very far fetched to say you can also feel someone presence
This
in
is end
future.
of the exam 1. Thank you. Starting exam 2 now.
Okay. So yeah, guys, I think it was compressed version of the test. For task 2, I didn't had much of the time to cover all the points. Maybe I need to practice more, because when giving up time in between questions, I have given whatever was recommended times, right? So 30 to 40 seconds for each questions in task 1, and in task 2 I give around 2 minutes for speaking, and then in task 3 around 1 minute. But it may vary with actual scenario, right? So when you are talking to them, so I don't know how I did, but okay. I think I have time for test 2 as well. Let's continue. I think another 10 minutes we can wind up in test 2. And I just want to practice more on talking part. I know I fumble sometime. My speech is not really clearly heard. I lack vocabulary. I think that would be something I need to work on. Um, let's start with test 2.
Speaking task 1. Talk about your favorite hobby.
My favorite hobby is to train for boxing. So I I am a person who needs to get involved in physical exercise more. So recently, uh, I switched from other form of exercise like karate and other stuff to boxing, and I'm really loving it. And I think it would be I like to think like it's my hobby to box, right? So it's an art in itself. It also trains your body physically, like make you strong. Endurance
What is your
is
hobby?
increased, but it is my hobby is okay. I think there's a problem. I have not given the spacing is in between. Let's talk about hobby and what's your hobby, right? So there should not be a space. So yeah, as I already spoke about, my hobby is boxing. Let's wait for next question.
How did you become interested in it?
I came across boxing when I was in Mexico City and going to daily routine was to go to the nearest gym that I found, because I didn't wanted to travel much for just for because I wanted to make that habit of going to gym regularly. I got an next street gym that was available here, and luckily I also saw there was a boxing
Why
ring
do you
and
enjoy it?
everything was available, so I started doing that. I enjoy it because one thing is I want to be physically fit and do an endurance kind of activities daily, because my work doesn't include much of moving around, right? So I wanted to have something that will make me active, so I took boxing as an hobby, and also a mean of getting trained for physically endurance and other stuff, right? So it is
Speaking
an
task
overall.
2. Describe a memorable event in your life. What was the event? When and where did it happen? How did it impact you? Now is the time to take notes and prepare your speech. Now start talking on the topic.
Okay, so before I answer where and how that event occurred, let me give a background on that event itself. How I got to that event is I am a part of an organization that does food distribution every weekend to poor and hungry in my town when I was there. So one day, what happened was there was a man when we served breakfast to him on that particular Sunday, he started sobbing and crying. And I just casually asked him, "What happened? Why are you crying? Is there anything we can do more for you?" And he said that I have not eaten from last 4 days, 3 to 4 days. He was just surviving on whatever he found from the trash. But this was his proper meal that day, and that event really shook me to my core. And it was really, a life-changing incident that I personally experienced. I'm still connected to that organization that does that work in my hometown. Although I'm not physically present there, I'm trying to help them with any kind of monetary donations or anything that is possible from my end. I'm trying to do that. But this kind of event was something that changed my life completely in and out. And I got to realize, because when we started we were not sure how much impact we can put by just giving serving 200, 300 people every weekend once. But then whatever we a small thing we do in our life can also impact at such magnitude. On that day I realized. So it was really a good experience, and it was a life changing event, I would say. Is really close to my heart, and uh, I will cherish it till end of my time. So that's how I would consider
Speaking task 3.
a special moment.
Discuss the role of advertising in today's society.
I think it is one of the core pillar of marketing. Advertising is really necessary with multiple range of products for similar kind of thing, right? So now we are globalized. If you want to reach anyone globally, advertising is the core. No one will know your product until unless you advertise it. So I think it's really crucial that every product has some budget allocated for its advertising purpose. Sometimes it is word to mouth, mouth-to-mouth publicity, but advertisement is still a crucial point where it helps to sell your product globally with open market in the world. So it's really something companies look forward to and allocate a hefty budget for making sure the product is being
How
seen
influential do
everywhere.
you think advertising is?
I think it is really influential just because uh, an ad from some store that is local to one place can reach on to another part of the world, right? And then there is all logistics can be arranged, but no one will know until unless you advertise them. Maybe it may be art, or it may be craft, or it may be any kind of thing that you are doing it in your town can be published and sourced to a complete different world. So advertisement is playing a key role in making that shift from local to global, and now you have uh, customers from all over the world rather than just staying at your own place, like doing just whatever you did by serving your local community. Now you can put that same product on a web page or on internet, and you can get customers
What are
from
the positive
anywhere in
and
the world.
negative effects of advertising?
I think till now whatever I spoke about was all advantages, like you can reach anywhere to anyone uh, to advertise your product. On contrary, the negative effect is we are overloaded with advertisings nowadays. Whatever wherever we see ad, we see a movie, we see ads being displayed there. We drive, and there on the driveway you will see big hoardings for advertisements. Then on mobile, if you use any app or a YouTube video, you will see ad everywhere. So it is too much of information, and I think we are bombarded continuously with advertisement, making us spend more than we should be actually. So it doesn't affect the rich, but really poor people who can be living a satisfied life in their hometown or in their whatever they do. They're not
How do you think
really.
advertising strategies will evolve in the future?
I think it is already at a peak of it, and it will go beyond that. And I don't know what can future bring to us. Maybe in a sci-fi show, I was seeing that in their dreams they were seeing ads. So that can be a next level. But I would say ads are everywhere on cars, buses, and hoardings, and everywhere it is already. It is evolving via different ways to incorporate in your daily apps. And now you just scroll through Instagram, in one or two feeds you will see an ad there, unconsciously making you click them and buy those products. So I think it is with social media being drastically advancing, they have made advertising capturing, and they capture your eyeballs and know what you like and dislike, and accordingly they are
This is
pushing those
end of
ads.
the exam 2. Thank you.
Thank you very
Starting
much.
exam 3 now.
I think I completed two sections of it today. I don't know whether I did well. There is no way of evaluating it, but I would like to speak more and just keep on practicing. I need to make sure I think taking the points on each and every questions really helped me talk through them. My vocabulary and connecting words maybe are not that good, that I need to practice more. I am not using more synonyms or idioms, although I have a detailed video on idiom on my channel, so make sure you go through it. Thank you very much. So let's conclude this session today. See you tomorrow. Thank you.